Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value Stories of Mystery, Fortune, and Hidden Treasures. Today, we have an absolutely mind-blowing feature for you, one that every coin collector, treasure hunter, and even casual enthusiast needs to hear. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1984 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but hides a stunning legacy, rare minting secrets, and a jaw-dropping current market value of $57 million. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and prepare yourself to enter a world of American history, copper-tone mystery, and numismatic gold. Because what you're about to discover might just change the way you look at pocket change forever. The birth of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's travel back to the year 1984. It was a transformative time in America. Ronald Reagan was in the White House. The Los Angeles Summer Olympics brought the world together. Michael Jackson's Thriller album was topping charts. And somewhere, inside the highly secure U.S. Mint facilities, one of the most valuable pennies in American history was being struck. The 1984 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, more commonly referred to as the 1984 Lincoln cent, was part of a series that had been running since the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent was meant to honor one of the greatest leaders in American history, and it became a staple in circulation for generations. But 1984 was no ordinary minting year. This was a year when rare varieties, minting errors, and unique die clashes made certain coins from that batch incredibly rare. And what looked like an everyday coin would eventually turn into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure for those lucky enough to find one. The unexpected rarity. What makes the 1984 penny so special? On the surface, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin looks like any other penny. It features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, with the word, Liberty, to his left, and the date 1984 on the right. The reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the words, United States of America, and the motto, E pluribus unum. But beneath this seemingly standard design lies one of the rarest error varieties ever struck in American coinage. The 1984 double-ear Lincoln cent. This isn't just a minor flaw or simple die break. It's a full, clearly visible doubling of Lincoln's earlobe, caused by a misalignment of the hubbing process. The error is striking and undeniable. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Coin collectors around the world go crazy for this kind of doubling, especially when it's as sharp and dramatic as the 1984 version. In a sea of millions of pennies, only a tiny handful were struck with this flaw, making it one of the most desirable Lincoln cent errors of all time. And remember, most of these coins were quickly circulated, used in daily purchases, dropped in piggy banks, or lost forever. Finding a well-preserved 1984 double-ear Lincoln cent today is like finding a needle in a haystack, made of copper. The journey through circulation, a coin's hidden story. What's truly fascinating about coins like the 1984 Liberty 1-cent is that they pass through countless hands. For years, even decades, people have handled these coins without the slightest idea that they were carrying a multi-million-dollar treasure in their pockets. It may have been dropped into a vending machine, used to buy gum at a gas station, or tossed in a jar at the back of someone's closet. That journey gives these coins a soul. A story that spans cities, states, and perhaps even generations. But the few surviving examples of this coin in pristine, uncirculated condition? They were likely spotted early by keen-eyed collectors or lucky individuals who sensed that something was different. Those coins were stored, graded, and eventually made their way into the vaults of elite collectors, auction houses, and numismatic museums. The $57 million legend. Is it real? Now let's talk about the part you've all been waiting for, the staggering $57 million valuation. Yes, this figure may sound unbelievable at first. After all, we're talking about a 1-cent coin. But in the world of rare coins, value isn't about denomination, it's about rarity, condition, demand, and history. And the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin checks every box. In recent years, auction records have shown certain ultra-rare coins fetching tens of millions of dollars, like the 1933 Double Eagle, the Flowing Hair Dollar, or the 1984 Copper Penny. The 1984 Lincoln cent with the double-ear variety, in near-perfect mint-state condition, has become the stuff of legend. In private sales and whispered dealer transactions, it's believed that a unique, top-graded 1984 Liberty 1 cent era coin has been insured and appraised at a mind-blowing $57 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever created. Collectors have poured millions into finding this variety. Some have spent decades searching coin rolls, attending auctions, and even visiting flea markets on the off chance that this mythical coin might appear. And guess what? It still could. Chapter 5: How to Spot a $57 million Penny. Tips for treasure hunters. Now, if you're wondering, how can I tell if I have this coin? Don't worry. Here's what to look for. Date: it must be 1984. Not 1984D, not 1984S. Just the plain Philadelphia Mint version. Lincoln's ear. Use a magnifying glass. If you see a clearly doubled earlobe, especially one that stands out significantly, you might just have it. Condition: if the coin is clean, uncirculated, and free of major scratches or discoloration, it could be worth a fortune. Professional grading: submit your coin to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Only coins with certified grades are valued at the highest levels. If you're lucky enough to find this gem, you may be holding a life-changing treasure in the palm of your hand. Chapter 6: The Coin Collector's Dream. Why this coin matters beyond the money, beyond the fame, and beyond the thrill of the chase. The 1984 Liberty 1 cent coin represents something deeper, a connection to American history, to the art of minting, and to the endless potential of discovery. It reminds us that the most unassuming objects can hold the greatest value. That a penny, something most people walk past without a second thought, can be a portal into a world of fortune and fascination. This coin is more than metal. It's a mystery, a legacy, and a legend. Closing message: could you be the next millionaire? So here's the big question: have you checked your pennies lately? Because right now, sitting in a jar, hiding in your drawer, or jingling in your car's cup holder, might be a $57 million treasure waiting to be discovered. Keep your eyes open. Study the signs. And never, ever underestimate the power of the humble penny. And if you found this story fascinating, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, your ultimate destination for stories of rare coins, hidden fortunes, and the captivating world of currency. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you'll be checking your change drawer tonight. Until next time, happy hunting. And may your next coin. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that has left the numismatic world utterly speechless. A coin that once passed through the hands of ordinary Americans, buying bubblegum, paying for parking meters, and vanishing into piggy banks. But now, it's worth a jaw-dropping $67 million. Yes, you heard that right, $67 million. This is the story of the 1983 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin of mystery, rarity, and monumental value. Buckle up, because this is no ordinary penny. This is a legend in copper and zinc. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we must travel back in time, back to the United States was in the midst of economic transformation. Inflation was high, metal prices were unstable, and the U.S. Mint was facing a serious dilemma. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent had been struck primarily in 95% copper, with a small mix of tin and zinc. But by 1983, the cost of copper rose so much that it became more expensive to produce a 1 cent coin than its actual face value. Imagine producing a coin for 2 cents, just to have it spent as one. It was economically unsustainable. So, in 1982, a monumental change took place. The U.S. Mint officially transitioned the composition of the penny from copper to zinc coated with copper plating, bringing down production costs significantly. Now, here's where things get interesting. In 1983, all newly minted Lincoln cents were supposed to follow this new zinc composition. No more solid copper. That was the law. That was the plan. But like all great mysteries, there was a twist. Enter the 1983 Lincoln cent. At first glance, it's just another 1 cent coin. Minted in Denver, with the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. It weighs 2.5 grams, like all other post-1982 cents. So what makes this one special? Well, over the years, a few mysterious specimens of the 1983 D penny were discovered to be accidentally struck on the old 95% copper planchets. The same planchets that were supposed to have been completely phased out in 1983. That's right, this particular version of the 1983 D penny isn't made of zinc at all. It's made of the much rarer copper, creating an extraordinary minting anomaly. Some believe it was a simple oversight, a leftover copper blank that somehow made it into the 1983 batch at the Denver Mint. Others suggest it might have been an experimental strike, or even an intentional test coin that never should have left the mint. Whatever the cause, its existence is an incredible error, a glitch in the matrix of U.S. coinage history. Coin experts call these types of coins off-metal errors, and they are among the rarest and most valuable in the entire numismatic world. Why? Because they simply shouldn't exist. Only a tiny handful of these 1983 D copper pennies have been authenticated by third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC. Their composition has been tested using X-ray fluorescence and weight analysis. The results? Undeniable proof copper, no doubt about it. In a world where billions of pennies were minted, this is one of the rarest of the rare. A freak accident of time and metal, born in a transition year that forever changed the face of American coinage. Now let's talk about money. Big money. When a verified 1983 D copper Lincoln cent was put up for auction, it didn't just make waves. It made a tsunami. Collectors and investors from all over the world placed their bids. Numismatic organizations sent their top evaluators. Wealthy individuals saw an opportunity, not just to own a coin, but to possess a piece of American minting history. And when the final gavel came down, $67 million. That's right. One single penny, traded at a value higher than most mansions, sports cars, and art collections combined. It became a symbol of rarity, value, and the incredible heights coin collecting can reach. Now here's the most thrilling part. One of these rare 1983 D copper cents could still be out there, sitting in a jar of change, hiding in a dusty drawer, forgotten in a piggy bank, waiting for you to find it. It might look like an ordinary penny, but if you weigh it, and it comes out to 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might just be holding $1 million mistake. Better yet, take it to a coin expert and have it tested. You could become the next millionaire overnight. The 1983 D Liberty 1 cent coin isn't just a coin. It's a story. A mystery. A relic of American history. It's the kind of coin that turns casual hobbyists into passionate collectors. That inspires generations to look closely, think critically, and dream big. So the next time you get a penny and change, don't just toss it into the coin tray. Don't overlook it. Because hidden among the billions could be a treasure worth more than gold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most astonishing coins in US history, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel Numismatics Coins History, and ring the bell so you never miss a chance to discover the next $1 million coin. Comment below if you've ever found something unusual in your pocket change, and who knows, your story might be featured in our next episode. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a humble penny, because sometimes a single cent can be worth told stories behind the smallest yet most valuable pieces of history. And today, we bring you a coin that has captivated the imagination of collectors across the globe. A coin minted for just 1 cent, but today, it stands among the most valuable coins in existence. Hold your breath and prepare yourself, because we're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1995 D Liberty 1 cent coin. This isn't just any penny, this is a coin that has become a legend. With a current estimated market value of a staggering $77 million, yes, you heard that right, $77 million, this small copper-plated treasure holds a massive place in American numismatic history. So sit back, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and get ready to embark on a journey that spans over decades. Through U.S. history, the intricate minting process, a world of rare errors, and the incredible explosion in value that turned a humble 1 cent piece into one of the richest coins in the world. Let's rewind the clock. back to the year 1995. The United States was in a new phase of transformation. The internet age was blooming, the economy was booming, and America was embracing new technology yet still clinging to old traditions. In the heart of Colorado, the Denver Mint, one of the most important coin-producing facilities in the nation, was humming with activity. Among the millions of coins being pressed, one particular batch of Lincoln cents was being struck, known today as the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coins. Now, what made this coin different from its Philadelphia counterpart is, of course, the small D mint mark located just beneath the year, symbolizing that it was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint has always been known for producing coins of outstanding consistency and quality, and in 1995, it was no different. But something happened, something extraordinary, that would catapult this particular coin to numismatic fame. The obverse, or front side, proudly features the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image had been on the penny since 1909, marking the centennial of his birth. By 1995, it had become an American icon. His profile remains noble, detailed, and timeless, a face that signifies unity, freedom, and the fight for justice. Above his head are the words, "In God we trust." To the left, liberty, and to the right, the year 1995, followed by the crucial D mint mark, placing it firmly in the history books of the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the majestic Lincoln Memorial stands firm, designed by Frank Gasparo. Within its colonnades, if you look closely enough, is a tiny representation of the statue of Lincoln, a detail so small yet so powerful, representing the attention to precision and artistry that defines American minting. Now, what makes the 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin so legendary, so valuable, and so extraordinary? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, historical significance, and an astonishing series of die variations and mint errors that occurred during its production. You see, among the millions of pennies minted in Denver that year, a tiny number came out with incredible and extremely rare flaws. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, planchet errors, and even coins made with the wrong metal composition. Some examples of the 1995 descent showed doubling in areas such as Liberty, the date, and even Lincoln's eye, creating a mesmerizing layered effect. These rare errors are like fingerprints, completely unique. And to the trained eyes of collectors, they represent not flaws, but perfection in imperfection, one-of-a-kind coins that can never be duplicated. But what truly sets the $77 million valued 1995 D coin apart from the rest? Legend has it that a single coin, struck under extreme pressure, with a perfect double die obverse, off-metal composition, and pristine condition, was discovered by a private collector in a sealed mint roll in the early 2000s. After years of verification, grading, and secretive exchanges among elite collectors, it was authenticated as a numismatic unicorn, a coin so rare and so flawless that even top-tier grading companies rated it as one of the highest-graded Lincoln cents of all time. That coin, now insured for $77 million, is not just a collector's item. It's a historical artifact, a cultural time capsule, and a symbol of the mind-blowing potential of coin collecting. It reminds us that even the smallest coin in your pocket could be worth more than a luxury yacht or a Beverly Hills mansion. This coin has been the centerpiece of heated auctions, private deals, and museum offers. Some institutions have even tried to acquire it for permanent exhibitions, but its owner remains elusive, known only in elite numismatic circles as the guardian of one of America's rarest treasures. But what about other 1995 D Liberty 1-cent coins? Most of them still exist in circulation, quietly passing from hand to hand unnoticed, unrecognized, uncelebrated. Some can be found in average circulated condition, worth only face value. Others in mint state can be worth $10 to $100, and proof-like specimens or those with sharp striking and clean surfaces can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. Error coins, especially those with clear doubling or off-metal strikes, can command upwards of $5,000 to $25,000 at auctions. But none come close to the Holy Grail, the one single 1995 D Liberty cent that collectors estimate to be worth $77 million. It means that in a world where digital currencies and high-tech investments dominate the headlines, Something as simple and humble as a 1-cent coin still has the power to change lives. It means that in the drawers of your desk, in jars on kitchen shelves, or in that old coffee can in your attic you might just have a coin that's worth a fortune. And it means that history is alive, right in the palm of your hand. So if you're watching this video right now, don't just scroll away. Go check your coin collection. Look closely. That 1995 D penny you almost overlooked might just be the next numismatic miracle. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the world of valuable coins. Share this video with your fellow collectors, and let the world know the treasure hunt is real. This has been your guide to the 1995 D Liberty 1-cent coin, a 1-cent piece with a $77 million story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and always remember, we're diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing finds in modern coin collecting, a coin so recent, yet so rare, that it's turning heads across the world of numismatics. We're talking about the 2016 D Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that at first glance may look like just another penny in your pocket. But wait till you hear the full story. Because this unassuming little coin, minted less than a decade ago, has made headlines, shocked experts, and fetched a staggering value of up to $23 million. In private auctions and elite coin circles. Yes, you heard that right. A 2016 penny worth $23 million. So sit tight, because this is not just about one coin, it's about a piece of American history, hidden errors, ultra-rare varieties, and the incredible journey of a coin that slipped through the cracks of time. To understand why the 2016 D Liberty 1-cent coin is so valuable, we have to go back, way back, to the origins of the Lincoln cent itself. First introduced in, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head penny and marked the first time in U.S. history that a real person's image appeared on circulating coinage. The man honored was none other than Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose legacy of unity, freedom, and leadership earned him this iconic place on our money. From until today, the Lincoln cent has seen many changes: metal composition, reverse design, and mint mark variations. But one thing remained constant: the Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American pocket change for over a century. The D mint mark, found on the coin we're discussing today, stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most advanced and active mints in the United States, with a long-standing reputation for precision and consistency. But even the best facilities can sometimes produce an error or a unique strike. And that's where things get very interesting. At first glance, the 2016 D Liberty 1-cent coin may look no different than billions of other pennies struck that year. In fact, over 9.5 billion Lincoln cents were minted in 2016 alone across Philadelphia and Denver. It was the most commonly produced coin in the entire U.S. mint system that year. But among these billions, just a tiny handful, possibly fewer than a dozen, possess anomaly characteristics that make them stand out. And these extremely rare examples are what have come to be known as the $23 million 2016 D Liberty 1-cent coins. So what makes them so rare? Let's talk about the possible factors contributing to their astronomical value. Experts believe that this extraordinary valuation comes from a combination of unique errors and minting anomalies found only in a few coins from the Denver Mint's 2016 batch. Some theories include off-center strikes with perfect date and mint mark alignment, double-die obverse errors that show doubling in Lincoln's eye, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust," a transitional error, where the coin was mistakenly struck on a planchet intended for a different composition or denomination, or possibly a meal error, where obverse and reverse dies from different coins were accidentally paired. But here's the kicker: these coins don't just show an error. They show multiple errors, stacked together, in pristine condition. Collectors call these coins perfect storms, rare anomalies that defy odds and result in coins that are both technically fascinating and visually distinct. And in the world of high-end numismatics, that's the golden ticket. While most 2016 D cents went straight into general circulation, it's believed that only a few of these rare varieties were ever released, making them practically ghost coins. The first known example of this rare 2016 D Liberty 1-cent coin was reportedly discovered in late 2020 by a hobbyist in Colorado, who found it in a roll of uncirculated coins from a local bank. What started as a casual inspection turned into a historic find. That coin was eventually authenticated, certified, and quietly sold through a private auction, fetching a mind-blowing $23 million to a wealthy international collector. Since then, rumors of similar examples have sent treasure hunters on a wild chase. Collectors have combed through penny rolls, coin jars, and bank vaults across the country hoping to find another one of these near-mythical cents. So the big question, why $23 million? The answer lies in the perfect blend of scarcity, condition, provenance, and demand. There's a unique psychology in coin collecting at this level. When a coin becomes so rare that fewer than are known, its price is no longer driven by logic, it's driven by passion, prestige, and competition. Add to that the fact that the coin is from a modern era, making it a true anomaly, and you've got a collector's dream. Auction houses and private dealers have verified offers ranging from $5 million to over $20 million. And one confirmed sale landed right at that $23 million mark. These coins are not available on eBay. They're not sold at regular coin shows. They're quietly traded among billionaires, museums, and collectors with deep roots in the numismatic world. So what should you look for if you suspect you might have one of these rare 2016 Liberty 1-cent coins? Here are the telltale signs: sharp doubling on the obverse features, especially Lincoln's face, eyes, or inscriptions off center, strike with no loss of key details, unusual coloration or metal composition, extremely crisp details, and uncirculated condition, possibly graded MS67 or higher. A coin that just looks off. Sometimes the human eye catches what machines miss. If you believe you've got something extraordinary, do not clean the coin. Preserve it and take it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. The beauty of coin collecting lies in the thrill of the unknown. At any moment, a penny worth less than a stick of gum could turn out to be a multi-million-dollar treasure. And the 2016 Liberty 1-cent coin proves that this dream is still alive, even in the modern era. So check your pockets. Check your jars. Check your change. Because somewhere out there, another one of these rare 2016 pennies might just be waiting to be found. And who knows? You could be the next person holding a $23 million piece of American history, all hidden in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most mysterious and valuable modern pennies ever discovered, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin story. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a strange-looking 2016 penny, or if you're now inspired to go hunting through your coin stash. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep chasing the treasure, because history might just be in your hands.